ready. See, that's taking. All right. This is number 282 YouTube Live yoga routine. And before we begin, I thought I had pockets on this. Nope. Before we begin, I want to read something from The Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes. Science of Mind. Get that in there. Get that in there. I'll get it like this. Oops. Science of Mind. Ernest Holmes. And this book was just laying on my couch. I have a couch here. So I thought, hey, I'll pick this up and look at it. Because today we're just going to do the continuation of the meditation type of yoga. But today I want to mention something that I came across. I saw this piece of paper there. This is my wife's. Well, it used to be. She gave it to me. Mine had spilled coffee all on it, so she just gave it to me. We took a class together. That's how, at the Center for Spiritual Living. And this is how we got this book. But anyways, I wanted to read in regards to grace. And that's where the paper was. And the paper that she wrote on, something to do with grace. So it states the definition of grace. Grace is the givingness of spirit to its creation, and is not a special law, but a specialized one. In other words, grace is, but we need to recognize it. It is not something God imposed upon us, but is the logical result of the correct acceptance of life and of a correct relationship to the Spirit. We are saved by grace to the extent that we believe in, accept, and seek to embody the law of good. For the law of good is ever a law of liberty and never one of limitation. Limitation is not a thing, not an entity, but a belief. Freedom is a divine reality. That last part, I read it this morning, right before I clicked this video to start. And limitation is not a thing, not an entity, but a belief. Limitation is not a thing, not an entity, but a belief. Powerful stuff. Powerful. Oh, I lost the place. So let me find my phone. Get some water. I'm all the way in my kitchen. I got a little cough still, as you can tell. Man. Limitation on that cough. Made no sense, but so today we're going to continue to do the meditation type of yoga. This is the yoga that I've always enjoyed and always have done. I've always approached yoga as a form of a moving meditation. Yoga essentially is when the mind and body connect, boom, as one. And that one is capital O, one, with God, capital G, God, boom. and you let the mind and body dissolve into that oneness. So today we're going to do our breathing meditation. We're just focusing on watching ourself breathe, yourself breathe. And then we're going to go to the, what meditation was I doing the other day, yesterday? I forgot what it was. Oh, we're going to do the love center meditation, the heart center meditation. It's like an L shape, 2 minutes. And then we're going to go, I was thinking about doing the 3-part breathing meditation, but I think I'm going to save that. I usually do that when we're standing, just because it's the end. But let's just do, so we'll do the stretching. And I forgot what the other meditation is. I'll remember it when I get to it. And then we're going to do the easy pose stretches, the easy pose yoga poses, where we're stretching the neck rolls, shoulder shrugs, trunk rotations, spinal twists, and so on. And those are subtle movements, but subtleness is extremely, extremely important to become aware of. You're not going to focus on the subtleness, you're going to focus on the breathing the entire time. And then we're going to stand up, and then we're going to finish up with sun salutations, which are moving and big movements, but you're going to let that meditation, I'm going to call it a meditation, become a form of a moving meditation. So let's go ahead and begin. I can't think of the third meditation. Which meditation did I do yesterday? I did 2 minutes. This is a bad thing about teaching yoga online, because I have nobody to remind me. I have Zoe. Do you know the meditation, Zoe? Anyways. If I remember, I remember. If I don't, then we'll just move on to the next one. Reminds me of the time when I used to, this is not off subject, but it is off subject. But when I used to pray all the time, I used to do the Islamic prayer 5 times a day. And I used to be in the middle of it. And then I would just forget what I was saying. Especially when I was doing it in Arabic. I was like, sometimes I didn't even know what I was saying. Sometimes I did when I really concentrated. And sometimes I was just doing the movements and the jiggling of the vocal cords were happening, but I didn't know what I was saying, and I would just get stuck. And this is when I really believe, I still believe in it, but I mean, really believe like it had to be strict. I was like, oh man, I'm saying this in my head, oh man. What is it? Sort of like the alphabet. You got to remember a letter. You got to start from the beginning, A, B, C, D, E, and get all the way to the letter. That's how the prayer was to me. I was like, man, what was it? Keep on. Oh. And then sometimes I wouldn't even know. Then I learn acceptance, and then I learn, wait, these guys are telling me wrong. Ain't that strict? Because then what was happening is that I was worshiping strictness and missing God. And this all took time and years to realize what I was doing. And I found that out one Ramadan when I was fasting, and I flipped out, man, because I was concentrating on these strict rules. And I realized I was worshiping rules and missing out on God. For me, this is my opinion. This is how I felt. And I eased up. But I eased up. Anyways, enough of babble. Blah, 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 babble. All right, so hopefully I remember the third meditation. It just slipped my mind. And so with the breathing meditation, the 2-minute breathing meditation we're going to do, I'm going to call, is that you're focusing on the belly. Now remember, you're already breathing automatically. So you're just going to watch yourself breathe. You're not going to control it. When you realize you're controlling it, and it's natural to control it, you're going to let go and watch it. And so he's going to knock over my picture. Move that out of the way. Right? And then your mind will wander, just like my mind just wandered. And then when you realize, hey, I'm not thinking about my breathing, just slowly and gently bring your focus back to the breathing. And you watch your breathing by watching the belly. As you inhale, the belly expands with air. When you exhale, the belly goes in. It's a natural movement, and you just watch that. You don't control it, just watch it. Or you bring your focus to the tip of the nose, and you watch the air go in, and you watch the air go out. In and out. 2 minutes, just watch it. Don't control it. Now we're going to go right into, I remember the third meditation. We're going to go right into the heart center meditation. And it kind of has to do with the definition of grace that I mentioned from Ernest Holmes. So think of anything that you understand as negative. And you could do it in a general sense, like suffering, human suffering, or animal suffering, whatever it may be, or suffering in general. And you bring that in to the heart center where love is. And that suffering dissolves into the love. And you give it forgiveness. You give it grace. You give it love. You give it all those qualities. And then you exhale it through the top of the head. And you give it to God. Capital G, God. Capital L, love. God is love. And then you bring in God is love through the top of the head. Hold it in the heart center. Give it a little bit of your lowercase love. And then exhale it out from the heart center into the world as a gift of love to the world. And you continue this pattern, this movement, this meditation. So you inhale, hold it in the heart center, exhale through the top of the head. Then inhale through the top of the head, hold it in the heart center, and exhale it through the heart center. 2 minutes. Now we're going to go into the third 2-minute meditation, which is watching your thoughts and then letting them vanish and disappear. And you do this as you inhale, you think of whatever thought you're thinking of. You don't judge it, you just watch it. And then when you exhale that thought out, you let that thought vanish and disappear. Naturally, another thought will come in. And as you inhale, you think of that thought. And then when you exhale that thought out, you let it vanish and disappear. And then you continue this process. And what happens eventually is that there's no more thoughts. You realize you are not your thoughts, but the thing that's watching your thoughts. So we're going to go 2 minutes. Now we're going to go into the easy pose, yoga poses. Back straight, hands are in front, your knees. You can tilt the head to the right ears to the right shoulder. Just focus on the breathing. You're aware of the stretch, but you're not focused on it. You're aware of maybe fatigue in your lower back, but you're not focused on it. You may be aware of an injury, but you're not focused on it. You're focusing on the breathing. That focus heightens your awareness. It'll let you know what's happening in the body. Then bring the head to center, tilt the head to the left ears to the left shoulder, right shoulder's down, focusing on the breathing. Then bring the head to center, tilt the head back. And bring the chin down to the chest, keep the back straight. Just focus on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. Then bring the head to center. Neck rolls, drop the head to the right, down and around. As the head goes down and around, you're exhaling. As the head goes up, you're inhaling. You're linking the movement with the breathing. Now the mind and body to dissolve into the oneness, which is yoga. So that focus on the breathing allows you to feel what's being stretched. When the head goes to the top, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down and around. Inhale as you go up. Again, focus on the breathing. That heightens your awareness, lets you feel the movement, lets you feel the stretching, lets you become aware of what's happening. But you're not focused on that stuff. You're focusing on the breathing. And then when the head goes to the top, you're going to bring yourself to center. And then shoulder shrug. Shoulders to the ears, back, down, and around. And when the shoulders go up, you're inhaling. And as the shoulders go back and down, you're exhaling, focusing on the breathing, linking the movement with the breathing. And then when the shoulders go to the ears, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down and around. Inhale as you go up. And then when the shoulders go to the ears, bring yourself to center. Trunk rotations, dropping down to the right, down and around. As you go down and around, the back is straight, and you're reaching out, and you're exhaling. As the back comes up, the trunk comes up, the torso comes up, you're inhaling, linking the movement with the breathing. Focus only on the breathing. Make you aware of what's happening in the body. This allows the movement to become a form of a moving meditation. And when the trunk goes to the top, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down and around. Inhale as you go up. Again, link the movement with the breathing. Then when the trunk goes to the top, bring yourself to center. And have spinal twists. Left hand's on the right knee. Right arm goes up. Pull yourself up. Think of the spine. Then you twist. Palm goes to the floor and to the back. Arm is straight. That's against the back. And make sure the head is twisting. And you're focusing on the breathing. 100% focus on the breathing. And then go ahead and release, back to center. And then the other side, right hand's on the left knee, left arm goes up, pull yourself up, think of the spine, pull yourself straight up. Then you twist, palm goes to the floor, in the back. The arm is straight, it is against the back. And you're focusing on the breathing. Make sure the head is twisting, 100% focus on the breathing. And go ahead and release. Back to center. Back to straight. Just focus on the breathing. Now we're going to stand to mountain pose. And as you stand, you're going to stay in the present moment. Even though it's a big transition, it's still part of the yoga routine. You're standing, focusing on the breathing. Hey, oh. I thought I didn't bring I forgot that I moved it because of Zoe. So now we're going to do 2 sun salutations. We're just going to focus on the breathing. Now, the sun salutations are designed to have you focus on the breathing. They're designed to open, do an open pose, and the next pose will be a closed pose. And then when you're opening, you're inhaling as much as you can. And then when you do the counter pose, the closed pose, you're exhaling as much as you can. So it's an inhale, exhale, and you focus on that breathing. So feet are shoulder width apart, toes go up, spread the toes as wide as you can. Each toe touches the floor. One at a time. Knees are bent, hips are tilted, arms are relaxed, shoulders are relaxed. You just focus on the breathing. You're becoming that stability that allows the skeleton to stand. So whatever making that skeleton stand, that we label with the word stability, you let that stability transfer to the mind, and the mind becomes stable. The mind and body dissolve into that stability, dissolve into that capital O oneness, dissolves into God. Bring the palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Push the arms out, up and back. Inhale slowly. And then exhale. As you exhale, you hinge forward from the lower back. Palms to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. Pull yourself in and down, get all the air out. And then left leg is back into a low lunge. With a low lunge, top of the foot to the floor in the back. Knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Back is arching. And you're inhaling. And then exhale, downward dog. Arms are straight, legs are straight, tailbones to the ceiling, heels towards the floor, or they're into the floor. Then you can slide into the upper dog. Drop down to the knees and the chest. You slide up. Inhaling, tops of the feet are to the floor, and palms are to the floor. And modify the pose how you have to. And then back to downward dog. Exhale, all the air leaves. Pushing into the pose. And then left foot is up between the hands into a low lunge. Low lunge, top of the foot to the floor in the back, knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Back is arching, inhaling. And then exhale. Standing forward bend, pull yourself in and down, get all the air out. Push all the air out. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. And then exhale, turn the palms out. Push the air down and out. One more, inhale. And then exhale, hinge forward from the lower back. Pull yourself in and down, get all the air out. Left leg is back, low lunge, opening up, inhaling. And then downward dog, exhale. Slide into the upper dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Left foot is up, inhale. Exhale. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Then exhale. And then thumbs to the heart center. Arms to your sides. Feet are shoulder width apart. Toes go up, spread the toes. We're going to go to mountain pose. And each toe touches the floor one at a time. Knees are bent, hips are tilted. Arms are relaxed. Shoulders are relaxed. And you're just going to watch yourself breathe. Coming to that stability that allows the skeleton to stand tapping into that stability. Physically, you're tapping into it. And then you let that stability transfer to the mind, and the mind becomes stable. And then the mind and the body become one as they dissolve into that stability, into that balance, into that oneness, which is yoga. So we're just going to stay here a little bit longer. So just watch yourself breathe. Bring the palms together, thumbs to the heart center. That's it. So that is number 282 YouTube Live Yoga Routine. So I will see you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Arizona time, Mountain Standard Time. So namaste, peace and love.